clever. Each man pressing his candidate's message from the top of the ticket, but not sparing the other. And interrupting Tim Kaine, shut down by the moderator, or at least admonished at least 16 times by our count for interrupting Mike Pence. One has to wonder whether that was a strategy. It happened so often and apparently so intentionally. Just to give you a flavor for what is being said on Twitter and online about this, here's from National Review's Rich Lowry. Kaine's strategy, lose debate, but quote Trump a lot. Pence strategy, win debate, but don't defend Donald Trump.
You know, in the hall, the interrupting didn't seem like it worked that well. It seemed like Mike Pence kept his calm. He wanted to focus, I think, a lot on foreign policy. He obviously has a history of being on the Foreign Affairs Committee in Congress before being governor of Indiana. There was a lot of foreign policy here. Tim Kaine, at one point, did not, he said 3 times that Hillary Clinton helped eliminate Iran's nuclear program.
She stopped it.
And that the Israelis liked that, and that was kind of an interesting moment. The whole status of forces agreement in Iraq, that the Iraqis decided that the troops couldn't be there, and so they had to pull out. The problem is there are 6,000 U.S. troops there now without a status of forces agreement, so that seemed like a weak point. But then Pence had the tough job of defending specific things that Donald Trump said. And
he
again
didn't do it.
and again. And on the taxes, Tim Kaine wanted to come to taxes again and again and again. So I think it didn't seem like a knockout moment, but Mike Pence seemed to have a pretty good night defending what has been tough to defend.
Just looking online at the instant feedback you get, it doesn't seem like anybody thinks that Tim Kaine won that debate. But the question that is being raised, not just by Rich, but by others, is whether that was his goal, or whether his goal was just to interrupt Mike Pence to the point where all we heard from him all night was taxes, 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 insults, insults, you know, dog, pigs, slobs, Mexicans, and so on, and to sort of, you know, cover every point that Mike Pence was making with some sort of insult of Donald Trump's or some sort of point against Donald Trump.